All right, John. What do we have here?
Have my 1997 Nissan 240SX limited edition.
What are we doing to it today?
We're gonna install some coilovers.
What kind of coilovers are we putting on it?
Some Fortune Auto 500s.
What's the spring rate on those?
9K in the front and 7K in the rear.
What are your plans for this car?
Gonna motor swap it, obviously. We're going with a 2J, so want to make some decent power on it. You know, fix the outside, make it look nice and clean. Real simple, like street show build. You know, fun car to drive around every day. Turn and like when the wheels coming back to center,
You'll feel a move.
knocks. Yeah.
This right here, stock struts, springs. As you can see, when you lift this up, that's a lot of drop between the suspension travel. Coilovers don't have that much suspension travel when they compress, so we don't like this. So we're gonna put some legit shit on here. I'm gonna show you what that is in about 5
Give me a
minutes.
job at Raytheon. I was like, I'll see if I can get you a job at Raytheon, but I ain't gonna be that long.
All right, John, so what have you done to the suspension so far on this car?
So when I bought this car, the suspension was pretty messed up, so I was getting a lot of play in the steering wheel. So we had to fix that by changing out the inner and outer tie rods with TN units. And then I also changed out the steering rack bushings for energy suspension. So, and that actually helped with the slop that was in the steering. Give us this impact wrench.
You said you didn't want it. It's still there. It's right on the floor.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. You got fucking penetrating lube?
Oh, what?
Spray on like penetrating lube?
UV blaster?
Yeah.
Whenever you're doing any type of suspension mods or cracking loose bolts that haven't been done on a car that it's got over 200,000 miles and has never had anything changed on it, one key thing you want to think about, it's probably going to be pretty hard to take some of the nuts and bolts off. So you want to use some type of lubricant to help, like WD-40 or PB Blaster, or some type of silicone, anything to help break loose the bolts on it, because sometimes that shit is stronger than the whole. So these are the two bolts we want to take off. This is what connects the strut to the steering knuckle and all the steering assembly. We're going to take off these two, so we want to spray a little bit of lubricant on here just to help. You also have these 3 14mm nuts up here. These typically aren't that hard to take off, but I just want to spray it on here just for the hell of it. Then you want to get in there and try to break them loose. Sometimes shit is just fucking too hard. You need a little bit more leverage. So it always helps to get a cheater bar or something. I don't know where I found this, but I don't know what it is, but it definitely helps with breaking shit loose. And I know people will say, oh, you idiot, why didn't you just use the breaker bar for more leverage? Because I do what the hell I want.
There might be an attachment for 3/8 around there somewhere. Because then you can put a 17 on there, you can put whatever on there.
As you can see, this is the stock OEM style spring and strut. This is the aftermarket coilover. It's got adjustability. Most people think that you're supposed to adjust the height by actually compressing the spring. That's wrong. That's messing with your preload. You don't really want to do that. What you want to do is loosen these two collars and actually turn the bottom of the housing. That's how you adjust the ride height. Don't be fooled. Don't make that mistake. You're doing twice the work for no reason. So do your research. Shitty. Boss. Shitty. Boss. Alright, so since John is planning on eventually running a bigger wheel and tire setup, 240s don't exactly have the best tire clearance in the front, so there's a couple things you want to do before to go ahead and get yourself set up for a bigger tire. Oh, and by the way, by any means, this is not a how-to video. We are just doing this for fun, just giving you a little bit of tips on the line. So don't expect to exactly know how to do everything, and don't say, oh, well, you didn't show us how to do this, because this isn't a how-to video. So what are you doing right now, John?
Just loosening the fender bolts under the hood so we can take the fender off. Going to be relocating the harness underneath so that it doesn't rub when I go to a bigger wheel and tire setup.
Since this is a virgin car, it still has the factory wheel tire cover, which is very rare to see. You're definitely going to want to take that out so you can get to the harness up here. That's known to be an issue and getting rubbed through when you lower your car. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so got it off. There's that harness I was telling you about. Whenever you run a bigger tire, it rubs right about there in that area and creates all type of electrical problems. So we're gonna just take it and mount it up a little bit higher. You also want to do a little bit of clearancing on things on the frame, right straight in there like that. Just pinch weld here, because that'll eat right through your tire. Eat right through the tire. Alright, so got the fender off. Gonna take this harness, we're gonna mount it up here. The wheel will never go this high, so once it's mounted on the outside of here, you won't have to worry about it rubbing anymore, along with your hood latch. Who is that walking up in here? She brought food. What'd you bring us?
French fries and a double cheeseburger.
So, you planning on driving your husband's car once he puts the suspension on it?
No.
Oh man.
I'm gonna eat the French fry though.
You came to eat the fries? Can we have some? McDonald's.
You put too much caramel in my caramel sundae.
How we doing over on this side?
Get off this last bolt.
It's a pain in the ass, huh?
Yeah.
We're getting there. Okay, so I've replaced it. Mounting point, it was kind of mounted underneath there. Just kind of took it off and just kind of flattened this down a little bit and mounted it up higher, so you don't have to worry about the wheels rubbing anymore. If it rubs through now, it would actually have to rub on the actual part of the frame, which is damn near not very likely, so you'll be all right at this point. I also hammered this in and flattened it out because it tends to chew through the tire when you're running a wide tire. But so should be good for now, and if he has any other issues with it, he can just do a little more clearancing as he sees fit. All right, so what coilovers do we have here?
We got a Fortune Auto 500 series. These are the version 5s. So these are the latest and greatest. Fully custom valved for the dampering you want and everything. Camber plates. Everything's made in-house in their facility in Virginia. So everything's custom made to order. These take about a month to get to you because they're each made individually when you order them. So as you can see the front. These do come with a birth certificate as well to show that they were custom made for you. And these are the rears.
What spring rates did you go with?
I went with 9K in the front and 7K in the rear. It gives me a little play to mess around with the spring rates because I plan on doing a 2J, so obviously that's going to add a lot of weight to the front. So if anything, I can always upgrade the spring rates later, and I can even send the coils back in to be revalved for the new spring rates if I need it. So.
Did they help you determine which spring rate you should run for your setup?
I didn't personally ask them for that, but from what I understand is you call them and you tell them what setup you have and what motor you're trying to run and what chassis, and they'll suggest a spring rate for you for your specific needs.
Are you excited about the install?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get to it.
All right.
Sell the rear half.
Look who rolled up. Hey man, your steering wheel seems to be on the wrong side.
It's on the right.
It's on the right, yeah it is.
Wrong in America.
What are you doing in here, John?
Fucking sweating my ass off. God damn it. Loosening the strut bolts from the inside because that's where they're located in this car. You want to lift? Are you gonna lift it?
No,
Why not?
I'm leaving it on the ground.
Okay.
We're gonna take
I can't think right now. I'm sweating my ass off.
we're just gonna take the wheels off.
Fuck with
Just
me
like that.
like
Just let
that.
them slide out.
I mean, we gotta tighten the front wheels, but we'll worry about that after. We'll tighten all of it at once. There's sweat like falling in my eyes right now, dude. Dude, look at my arm.
Are you hot, bro? When you live in Florida, it's about 1,000 degrees. You need any way to cool yourself. The struggle is real.
Yeah, I got central air up in here.
Things you do for the race car.
Okay, PJ, you gonna jack it up?
How's that AC working, bro?
Working great.
You look pretty comfy in there.
Fucking sweating my ass off. You put a thing on the front wheel? A jock?
Nope.
On to the rear. These are a lot easier than the front.
Damn sure.
2 bolts on the top, 1 on the bottom. This is not how you want your suspension to look. All this moisture and everything in here, just showing you that these are definitely blown. Old and bullshit, new and legit. Old, bullshit, new and legit. Gotta get it.
Oh, so strong.
So you start trying to take stuff apart and stuff. That's when it gets hard. You don't want to hurt your range. Okay, that works. You know what's funny is it didn't ride bad for a blown shot. It didn't even feel like it was blown.
That one's not as bad as the other side.
Definitely not.
They don't ride like blown shots. Right now. I'm sweating my ass off. I completely lost that bounce that was in it, right?
Yeah. That's where you're supposed to go fast.
That bad.
He's not exactly a drifter, but something's kind of going on with the rear end in this thing. Maybe it needs a flush, or it might be worn out. Might have to throw a welded in here.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that later.
It'll get there. Full exhaust sounds so good, like the muffler and everything.
So there you have it. Fortunato 500 series installed on the car today. Day and night difference, just a start. There's a lot more coming on this car, so stay tuned for the rest. Peace. Alright, so we just went on a test run on the new Fortunato 500 series coilovers, and what do you think?
They're awesome. Definitely worth the money I spent on them. I expected them to be decent quality because I've read a ton of reviews in all different chassis I looked up. So, and you know, I wasn't disappointed. So,
Good to hear.